All right, have you ever wondered why you dream or what's the true meaning behind the dreams you have? Most people have dreamed in their life, and you probably still dream to this day, and you probably just have those dreams that just seem super bizarre, just super random, or it's just everything's connected. It's just, I don't know what's going on. Well, hopefully, this speech can further help you understand the reasoning behind your dreaming and just also understand what is dreaming to its, core extent. So, dreaming is an action that can occur when a person is sleeping, and most studies have connected dreaming to being our minds trying to find a way to handle situations that may occur in the real world. That is the whole, or that's the base reason for why we dream. That's the easiest and simplest definition for why we dream. Now, I've broken it down into three different topics. The first being Dyes analysis, which is just a therapeutic method on understanding why we dream. The second is the correlation between dreaming and reality between dreaming. And lastly is just dreaming, learning, and memory, which just describes what is a dream for the most part. What is a dream, why we dream, and what little things can be connected to it. So first with Dyes analysis, the therapeutic method. Dyes analysis means being in the world or of existence. So this therapeutic method was created about 100 years ago, I will say, and it mainly focuses on the therapist trying to connect the patient's dreams to their reality and see where the connection truly holds at. Because most of the time it won't be the full dream, it won't be every single event within a dream. You're just looking for that one part that you can connect to the real world. And so to do this, it starts with the patient describing and detailing their dreams as much as possible to the therapist, starting from the beginning to the end. And then as they're describing, the therapist is constantly trying to attack certain ambitions, attitudes, desires, and fears within the person as they're describing their dream. Once they do that, they can connect it to the real world for the most part and find that connection of whether it may be a death or an event or just work or whatever the case may be, but you can find the part where you can connect the dream to the reality. Also, some people have described mythological activities being connected to their dreams, and they usually described it as having healing potential, describing here and now, and they're everywhere and forever. And that just means they feel like the healing is affecting them now, present day, and that the healing will affect them forever in their lives until, they pass, etc. Next is the correlation between dreaming and reality. And so with this really just describes the time orientation of when a person dreams. And that's just dependent on the level of consciousness a person has. It's not necessarily just pure sleep, but understanding the level of consciousness you have at the time. So earlier levels of dreaming can be connected to a person's distant past. And when I say earlier levels of dreaming, I mean dreaming that occurs closer to when you just hit that level of unconsciousness to where you can start dreaming. And like I said, those dreams are connected to events that may have happened in the person's past life. Then dreams closer to when a person is closer to waking up or becoming more conscious, those dreams are connected to more present day events. So maybe something that may occur literally the day before, the day of, or even a week before, but it's closer to present day events when you have those. Then you also have the theory of lucid dreaming. And so lucid dreaming is for the people who feel like they know they're dreaming. Lucid dreaming means you are aware that you are in a dream and you're not in reality. And scientists have tried to study this further, and even there's a job field called or for people called oneironauts, and their whole job is to try and control the events during lucid dreaming. When you're aware that you're dreaming, can you change an event? Can you control what's happening in the dream itself rather than just understanding that you are in a dream? And then lastly, I want to talk about the third main topic that I brought up, and that's the dreaming, learning, and memory. And so the the idea behind of when dreaming started has only really been a concept for about the last 30 years, and only really in the last 5 years, or I'm sorry, yes, only really in the last 5 years has the evidence been really solidified by most people. And so it starts with REM sleep and non-REM sleep, which just means REM just means rapid eye movement, and NREM just means non-rapid eye movement. But those are the two main areas of when you will be dreaming, and that's for anyone. Whenever someone says they had a dream, you can assume 98% of the time that they were in rapid eye movement sleep. And that sleep has been, the events that happen with that have also been connected to anxiety. And dreams that seem a lot major or a lot more randomness is occurring within it, those dreams have been connected to anxiety and the rapid eye movement. And so a lot of people get anxious, a lot of people play it off as if they're not, but your dreams will reflect what you truly think. When you try to put a memory in the back of your mind, your dreams will bring that back to life. So you can kind of assume the more random the dream is, maybe you're anxious about something in the real world. And so yeah, I think those three topics can really help a person understand dreaming. First, we went over Dye's analysis, the therapeutic method. We talked about the correlation between dreaming and reality, which was really just understanding the level of consciousness. And lastly, the REM sleep and non-REM sleep.